Grosse Pointe Garden Society debuted February 23 on NBC and received a time slot change in the beginning of April. The crime dramedy now airs Fridays at 8 p.m. with new episodes available to stream next day on Peacock. It centers on 4 members of a suburban garden club who find their lives intertwined by scandal, mischief and a shared secret, a murder no one wants to talk about. The official logline teases that as dark truths surface, they struggle to remain as perfect as the flowers blooming in their garden. Created by Jenna Bans and Bill Krebs, Grosse Pointe Garden Society stars Aja Naomi King, Melissa Fumero, Ben Rappaport, and Anna Sophia Robb. Also featured in the cast is Jennifer Irwin, the Goldbergs' superstore, who portrays Marilyn, the perfectly manicured club leader. Season 1, Episode 9, The Cup, showcases a new side to Irwin's character as she struggles with the expectations of being the mayor's wife. Jennifer Irwin, you're the first person who said they like her. I like her too. She's a woman who gets stuff done. Sometimes you need people like that. She's not so worried about what people think of her. She's got a singular focus and she has a job to do, and hell, she's going to get that job done. She's not there to make friends. Jennifer Irwin, I like to think that she doesn't, because I think it's a very sweet moment. Catherine goes in with one intention, to fire her, and then at the end of the scene, when she gets a glimpse of her unhappy home life, that she's going to give her this act of kindness, which is really sweet. We see these longtime rivals have this moment of understanding with each other. I love that scene. But she's made mistakes. Marilyn brings in those large sculptures and gets accused of cultural appropriation, and so we know that she ultimately loses the competition, which is when we find her in the kitchen dealing with her devastation about this loss. That's when Catherine comes and kind of hands her this olive branch, unbeknownst to Marilyn, saying, "Hey, I get you, and we need you." Jennifer Irwin, I think, secretly, she wants to be the mayor, and honestly, I would vote for her if she decides to run. We see in this episode that this is not a happy marriage and that she has maybe got some feelings about her husband and her job as mayor's wife. I think she takes it very seriously, and she's got a public persona that she has to keep up to keep her husband happy and to keep him as mayor, but also to keep her as president. She's one of those people that has a singular focus and will do anything to achieve that goal. Jennifer Irwin, a crossover. Marilyn got stuck. Someone hit her over the head with one of those garden hose, and she finds herself bleeding out of the side of her head, and she ends up at the clinic. Jennifer Irwin, we have such a large cast. I really want to get to know these characters a little more. I'm interested in the characters in the show right now. Jennifer Irwin, I think, secretly, she would love to be part of that group. I think she probably doesn't have a lot of friends. I think she probably isolated herself and turned people off a little bit in her life. She doesn't have great social graces. At times she does when she knows she has to turn it on, but when she's really in front of people in an interpersonal way, I think she struggles with that. Grosse Pointe Garden Society follows 4 members of a suburban garden club who find their lives intertwined by scandal, mischief and a shared secret, a murder no one wants to talk about. As dark truths begin to rot their lives under the surface, they struggle to remain as perfect as the flowers blooming in their garden above.